Hello and welcome to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media. I am Thaddeus K. This contest between the North County Raiders and Potosi Trojans will be held at North County. The Trojans come into this contest 10-1. The Raiders come into this contest 4-5. Currently, the Raiders average 56 points per game, and the Trojans average 75. The Raiders are coached by Coach Hayden Sprinkle, and the Trojans are coached by Coach Jackson Conaway. This contest we're looking forward to tonight. I mean, it's also Hall of Fame night here at North County. But outside of that, this contest going to be a big one for the Raiders. They're going to see if they can't come back to being 500. The Potosi Trojans want to come back after their loss against the Bestest Tigers in the championship of the annual Christmas tournament in Central. The odds are not in North County's favor this year. Potosi is the heavy favorites to win this matchup. Potosi has been a dominant force this year, really rolling behind really high and efficient scoring from players like Cannon Wilson, Peyton Rowe, and Thomas Lambing. Ren Mapes gets in there as well. A lot of rebounding coming from Lambing and Alex Hogan of the Trojans. This will begin our Hall of Fame induction ceremony. There are 6 inductees tonight, 4 individuals and 2 teams. Our 4 inductions as individuals are Mike Pratt, Jack Geller, Dee Schlemeyer, and Lehman Mahiran. The 2 teams being inducted are the 1997 North County football team and the 1994 to 1995 North County men's basketball team. Mike Pratt graduated from Bonne Terre High School in 1960, where he was a 3-sport athlete participating in baseball, basketball, and tennis. The varsity basketball team was 27-4 his senior year, where he averaged 26 points per game and was named to the Class M All-State First Team. After graduation, he attended Southern Illinois on a basketball and baseball scholarship. He played 2 years of basketball, placing 3rd in the NCAA National Tournament on the 1961-1962 team. Mike was the starting catcher for the baseball team all 4 years. He was captain of the 1964 team that finished with a 24-1 record, winning the Midwest NCAA Tournament. Mike won 5 collegiate varsity awards in both sports. In 1965, he came back to Bonne Terre as the head basketball coach and physical education teacher. He turned the basketball team around, winning 19 games in his second year. When Bonne Terre and Deloge combined schools in 1967, he became the athletic director and head basketball coach at North County High School. The first year of sports was a success, as the North County Raider basketball team won 16 games. When Parkway School Districts opened a new high school called Parkway West, Mike was named as the head basketball coach and assistant baseball coach. He spent 33 years at Parkway West, 20 as head basketball coach, and 13 years as an assistant athletic director and administrative assistant. His basketball teams had a record of 317-200, with a notable third-place finish in the state Final Four in 1985-1986 season. He was named the 4A Missouri Coach of the Year in 1986. Mike coached the golf team for 13 years, ending with a record of 137-30, finishing second in the state tournament 3 years. Mike was honored with the Pillar of Parkway Award, the highest distinction award in Parkway schools. He is a member of the Missouri Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame, as well as the Greater St. Louis Amateur Basketball Hall of Fame. He retired from Parkway West in 2001. In 2006, Mike was elected to the Gasconade County R1 School Board, serving for 18 years. In 2018 to 2019, he was president of the Missouri School Board Association. In 2019, he was elected as director of the National School Board Association for the Central Region of 9 states. He and his wife, Dee, have been married for 58 years. They have 2 children, Evan and Krista, along with 2 grandchildren, Carly and Paul. Mike and Dee enjoy the retirement on the farm outside of Rhineland, Missouri. Our next inductee is Miss Dee Schlemeyer. For nearly 3 decades, Dee Schlemeyer shaped the musical landscape of the North County School District with her artistry, leadership, and unwavering dedication to her students. Her influence as an educator, mentor, and musician continues to resonate throughout the community and across generations of performers. A 1960 graduate of Flat River High School, Dee began her journey in music education at Flat River Junior College before earning her Bachelor of Science degree from Southeast Missouri State College in 1964, where she studied both choral and instrumental music. An accomplished leader, even as a student, she served as drum major of the SEMO Marching Eagles for 2 years. In 1979, she further distinguished herself by completing her master's degree with academic distinction at Southeast Missouri State University. Dee first taught at Ilmo Scott City and later spent 2 years in Sullivan alongside her husband, Ken. Before his 4 years of military service in the United States Air Force, the couple joined North County in 1971-72, and Dee would devote the next 28 years until her retirement in 1999 to developing a thriving choral program built on excellence, discipline, and joy. Throughout her tenure, Dee was an active member of professional organizations including the Missouri Music Education Association, MMEA, and the American Choral Directors Association, ACDA. She also served as sponsor of the Raiderettes dance team, guiding the creation of their iconic blue velvet uniform and helping the team master the high kick style that became their trademark. Her growing commitments to conference, district, and state-level choral leadership later led her to step away from the team to fully support her expanding music responsibilities. Under Dee's direction, North County choral ensembles consistently earned top rating at district and state contests from 1973 through 1999. Her concert choir recorded annual 30-minute performances for KTVI's God's Musical World with host Ken Billups throughout the 1980s, an honor that brought North County's musical excellence to regional television audiences. In 1981, NC Singers was selected to perform a vocal jazz program at the MMEA State Convention, a distinction reserved for only the most outstanding ensembles, and only given to one other ensemble from North County in convention history. Beyond her work in the classroom, Dee contributed her talents as a member and soloist with the St. Louis Chamber Chorus under the direction of Philip Barnes, performing at major venues across the region for 5 seasons. Her achievements were recognized by colleagues and students alike. In 1998 to 1999, Dee was named the Outstanding Director of East Central District of the Missouri Choral Directors Association, MCDA, cited for her record of achievement and service to choral music, singers, and as an example to others in the district and across Missouri. In 2000, a former student nominated her for Teacher Appreciation Day recognition at the Missouri Fine Arts Academy, a testament to the personal impact she had on young musicians. Reflecting on her career, Dee expresses deep gratitude. I am extremely proud of all the past students and supportive parents that joined us in our musical endeavors at North County, and am proud of the achievements that the program still experiences. I am very appreciative of this honor. Thank you. Today, Delane D. Schlemeyer enters the Hall of Fame as a visionary educator whose legacy is preserved in the voices, accomplishments, and lifelong confidence of the students she inspired. Her contributions continue to elevate the North County choral community and the broader choral tradition in Missouri. It would appear as if though I'm a little ahead, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to wait for Mr. Jack Geller to be announced.
Her achievements were recognized by colleagues and students alike. In 1998-99, Dee was named the Outstanding Director for the East Central District of the Missouri Choral Directors Association, cited for her record of achievement and service to choral music, to singers, and as an example to others in the district and across Missouri. In 2000, a former student nominated her for Teacher Appreciation Day recognition at the Missouri Fine Arts Academy, a testament to the personal impact.
I apologize for reading that so fast.
Reflecting on her career, Dee expresses deep gratitude, and I quote, I'm extremely proud of all the past students and supportive parents that joined us in our musical endeavors at North County, and I'm proud of the achievements that the program still experiences.
Current North County choir teacher Miss Allen Rizzo speaks very, very highly of Miss Schlemeyer. She's told us that for years she has tried to get Miss Schlemeyer into the North County Hall of Fame and has expressed a lot of gratitude and respect for Miss Schlemeyer. The next induction into the North County Hall of Fame is Jack Geller. Jack Geller was born on April 8, 1949 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. When he was 5, his family moved to Germantown, Ohio, where he graduated from high school in 1969. While still a teen, Jack trained in flight school in Miami, Florida from 1967 to 1968 and earned both his private and commercial pilot's licenses. He then served in the United States Air Force from 1968 to 1972, stationed at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. After his military service, Jack attended Bellevue Area College for 2 years and completed his degree in secondary education at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. In 1979, Jack was hired at North County as a 7th grade science teacher. He taught science there for 26 years before retiring from the classroom in 2005. Alongside teaching, Jack dedicated 32 consecutive years to coaching. He coached middle school football, boys and girls basketball, often coaching both teams during the same seasons, and track. He served on the high school track staff when the 1997 team won the state track and field championship, and he was the head track coach from 2006 until he retired from coaching in 2010. Under his leadership, many teams won conference championships and enjoyed successful seasons. Coach Geller often says North County has been a great place to work. Over the years, he built strong friendships and was inspired by colleagues, students, and athletes. He also credits his tremendous family for their support while he taught and coached. Jack is remembered by many for his commitment to students, his calm leadership on the field and court, and his long, positive service to the school and community.
Under his leadership, many teams won conference championships and enjoyed successful seasons.
Mr. Geller's son, Jacob Geller, would end up going on to also teach at North County Middle School, being an 8th grade American history teacher at the middle school.
His tremendous family for their support while he taught and coached. Jack is remembered by many for his commitment to students, his calm leadership on the field and court, and his long positive service to the school community. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Jack Geller into the North County Raiders Hall of Fame.
Our next inductee is Lehman Mahiran. Lehman Mahiran was an outstanding baseball player who pitched and hit in the Deloge Tigers. Lehman Mahiran was an outstanding baseball player who pitched and hit the Deloge Tigers to the quarterfinals of the state tournament in both 1952 and 1953. A dominant pitcher, he featured a great fastball along with a very good curveball and knuckleball. He was also a strong switch hitter who was known for hitting balls onto the superintendent's house, which was located in right field at Deloge High School. There were no pitch counts or inning restrictions during that era, and Mahiran pitched nearly every inning of the 1952 Deloge High School baseball season. He also pitched every inning in the 1953 season until injuring his knee in the state quarterfinal game at Forest Park in St. Louis against McBride High School. In the 4th inning, batting left-handed, he hit a ball over the right fielder's head and was hurt rounding first base. After he was forced to leave the game, the Deloge Tigers lost. The St. Louis Cardinals head scout was waiting for Mahiran after his final high school game in 1953 and signed him to a minor league contract. He played 2 seasons in the Cardinals minor league system and 1 season in the Mexican League. His best season was in 1955 when he posted a 12-4 record with a 3.84 ERA. He recorded 128 strikeouts in 1954 and 258 over his minor league career. When he wasn't pitching, he often played the outfield due to his ability as a switch hitter. After his baseball career, Mahiran served our country in the U.S. Army. He owned and operated the Mahiran Insurance Agency for 30 years. Mahiran passed away at the age of 85 on May 9, 2020 at the Missouri Veterans Home in Cape Girardeau.
258 over his minor league career. When he wasn't pitching, he often played in the outfield due to his abilities as a switch hitter. After his baseball career, Jeandale served our country in the United States Army. He owned and operated the Mahiran Insurance Agency for 30 years.
Some people may also know Mr. Mahiran as Lehman Jeandale Mahiran.
At the Missouri Veterans Home in Cape Girardeau. Ladies and gentlemen,
Our next inductee is the 1997 North County football team. The 1997 North County Raiders football team is one of the greatest football teams this area has ever seen. After a record-setting 1996 season with our Hall of Fame head coach, Matt Hogue, there were no guarantees for success in '97. But these men left nothing to chance. Using lessons learned in '96, the 1997 team took the offseason work ethic to a new level, setting the new standard for future Raider teams to follow. Despite having to find new starters on the offensive line, at quarterback, receiver, and multiple linebacking positions, they exploded out of the gate, scoring long touchdowns on their first 3 plays of the season and going on to shut out Wentzville 49-0. With a defense that controlled the line of scrimmage and swarmed the football, the Raiders lived up to that year's theme of every man, every play. Record-setting 7 regular season shutouts, including a 33-0 thrashing of the Farmington Knights in the district championship game. The offense was extremely explosive yet incredibly balanced, with a stable of physical running backs running behind a powerful and disciplined offensive line. The passing game was the best in the area, putting up numbers that resulted in multiple All-State receivers. North County special teams had to be seen to be believed. Coach Lotes handed out enough Who's Nuts shirts to fill out a department store. For many Raider fans, just watching the North County team kick off was worth the price of admission. After a playoff win over a strong Windsor team, Raider Nation traveled to Eureka, where they filled both the home and away bleachers and were not disappointed, earning another shutout win 28-0. Then, in front of one of the biggest crowds in the school's history, the Raiders came from behind to beat McClure North on a glorious Saturday afternoon, catapulting them to the state championship game at the Dome against Webb City. Despite scoring on the first play from scrimmage and leading after the first quarter, things didn't go their way that day, but they finished with a record of 13-1, and it truly took every man, every play. Final score in the Webb City game that year was 44-14.
Despite scoring on the first play from scrimmage and leading after the first quarter, things did not go our way that day. But we finished with a record of 13-1, and it truly took every man, every play. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the 1997 North County football team and coaches into the North County Raiders Hall of Fame.
The final inductee into the North County Hall of Fame this year is the 1994-1995 North County men's basketball team. The 1994-95 basketball season approached with high hopes for a young North County Raiders basketball team. The young Raiders had to grow up fast when Kevin Black, only returning starter, was lost for a month due to a football injury. Opening the season with a victory at St. Pius, the Raiders next entered the Farmington tournament, where they suffered their only 2 defeats of the regular season, with a close game losses to Farmington and Jackson. Over the next 3 months, the Raiders would not lose again, as they went on a school record 24-game winning streak. Their only 2 losses were avenged, both times on the road. Entering the Christmas tournament as defending champions, the Raiders defeated the perennial power DeSoto in the semifinals and Potosi in the finals to win the 1994 Christmas tournament. The Raiders continued their great season as they were undefeated in the regular season as champions of the MAAA conference. Winning a thrilling double overtime victory over Potosi, the Raiders won the MAAA conference tournament at MAC. The Class 3 district tournament was held at North County High School. In their final battle with Potosi, the Raiders defeated the Trojans 66-54. The Raiders opened the Class 3 Missouri State basketball tournament with a first-round game against the top-ranked Charleston Blue Jays. The Raiders played hard but were defeated 56-40 to end one of the finest seasons in school history. Their final record was 25 wins and only 3 losses.
With a first-round game against the top-ranked Charleston Blue Jays, the Raiders played hard but were defeated 56-40 to end one of the finest seasons in school history. Their final record was 25 wins and 3 losses, with a Class 3 district championship, Christmas tournament champions, and undefeated MAAA regular season, the MAAA conference tournament champions with a record of 25-3. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the 1994-95 Wolf County men's basketball team into the Wolf County Music Hall of Fame. A reminder to all of our inductees and their guests, you are welcome to join us in the back gym for a reception. Food will be served along with drinks and desserts.
And that concludes
Your night, ladies and gentlemen.
our
Please enjoy it. Let's have one more
Hall of Fame ceremony. That will take us to our first ad break.
Be a little hectic when you're always in motion. Don't you wish you had a bank that could keep up? First State Community Bank's digital banking is the perfect companion for your fast-paced everyday life. Whether you're looking to review your full financial picture or just wanted a quick glance at your balance, First State Community Bank keeps you connected to your finances, all while juggling your daily activities. Download the app today and bank in motion with First State Community Bank's digital banking.
Hi, I'm Julie Pratt, and I would love to help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
With FSCB, your home search becomes a breeze. From pre-qualification to closing, our mortgage loan team is here to guide you every step of the way. Need flexible loan options or down payment assistance? We've got them and are ready to help. Apply from the comfort of your couch and meet with our dedicated loan officers when it's convenient for you. Helping our neighbors become homeowners is what we're all about. Contact us today and start your home buying journey with First State Community Bank.
Hi, I'm Samantha McDowell with McDowell Electric. We've been serving St. Francis County and surrounding areas for over 16 years now. We do any size job, from a light fixture to a panel change out, wiring an entire home, to larger commercial or industrial jobs. Please don't hesitate to give us a call. Estimates are always free.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams Realty. Check out some of my listings. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give me a call, 760-6910, or check out my website at soldbydanielle.com.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Visit shelterinsurance.com and find an agent to help you choose the coverage you need. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We are your shelter.
Thinking about your next step? Think Mineral Area College. We offer small class sizes, transferable credits, and tuition rates less than half of a university. It's affordable, quality education. Apply at mineralarea.edu. Mineral Area College. It starts here.
Hi folks, John Robinson, Pettis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Super Center. Folks, we are loaded with inventory. We're dealing. If we don't have it, we'll order it.
Hey, I'm Big Mike here at Pettis Automotive in Farmington. Just wanted to come to you and let you know that we got some great deals and great savings going on here, so come on by and check us out. Ask for Big Mike, and I'll be here for you. Thank you.
Folks, we will also buy your car. We'll guarantee to pay more than anybody else for your car. Pre-owned cars, we've got them too. So come see us, Pettis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Super Center.
Banking with Hello and welcome back to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media. I am Thaddeus K. As far as this contest goes, you know, you've got the 10-1 Potosi Trojans and the 4-5 North County Raiders. The Trojans being coached by Jackson Conaway, the Raiders being coached by Hayden Sprinkle. The Raiders really looking for a dominant performance tonight out of several players, notably Noah McMahon, currently averaging 14 and 10, shooting very efficiently from the field, even more so from the free throw line. McMahon, if he picks it up for him, and if Weibel is really on tonight, I think that's what will give them the best shot. Also, I have a deal with Kyle Strawn. If he scores 35 points tonight, I'll walk to Farmington and back. So let's hope that doesn't happen, or maybe we should. But Will Weibel, kind of one of those guys that when he gets hot, he's really hot, and when he's cold, he's really cold. The Raiders are really hoping he's hot tonight because it's going to take everything they have to beat this Potosi Trojans team. Currently, they're scoring 75 a night and only allowing 57. When you're beating teams by almost an average of, 20 points, that's something to be noted. They're currently ranked number 9 in Class 4. Their top three of their players, Peyton Rowe, Kanan Wilson, and Ren Mapes, have a combined plus-minus score of 52, which means that when they're in the game, they outscore opponents 52. 52-0, which is quite frankly pretty incredible. Kanan Wilson, currently their leading scorer, he's averaging 24 and almost 50% from the from beyond the arc, which is in high school basketball. That mark is borderline unheard of. One guy who's familiar with that though is Coach Hayden Sprinkle. He almost shot that when he was in high school, but Wilson kind of similar to that role that Sprinkle played. A lot of those three-pointers are assisted by number 10, Ren Mapes, sophomore Ren Mapes. Ren Mapes plays point guard for this team. He's a really good distributor, currently averaging 6 assists per night, 6 assists, 11 points. Lambing for the Trojans, also one of their most important pieces. He plays down low for the Trojans, averaging 7 rebounds right now. Lambing, 6'2", the senior, really important member of this basketball team. Last year, he was really pivotal to their Final Four appearance, in which they were thrashed by Vashon, 90-30. When you break it down to common opponents right now, it kind of looks like North County lost and Potosi won, and that's really been the story of the season. Potosi winning a lot of those games in a close matchup. The only game that they both lost was against Festus, and Potosi lost that game in an overtime matchup. I believe they lost by less than 10. whereas North County lost by about 30, and I think they pulled their starters at halftime. Both teams did. And that was last week in the Christmas tournament. I'm sure we all watched that. Potosi, I'm expecting to come firing out of the gates. It was a very intense JV game. Potosi winning 50-39. Outside of it just being a close game, both teams were really intense, really brought a lot of energy, and I'm not even talking about necessarily just on the floor. Pre-game, during the JV game when we were sitting here, the Potosi's varsity team was just, after every point, they were going nuts. So I'm really expecting a really high energy performance out of this Potosi basketball team here tonight. And kind of the face of that Potosi grittiness and hard work and just effort is Alex Hogan. Not a guy who scores a lot of points, but a guy who really just plays and does the little things for the team. He's kind of like their Dennis Rodman, so to say. He plays the 5. Maybe he's a little bit undersized, a little short, but being only 5'11", the second shortest guy in their starting lineup. But I talked to Coach Conaway during the JV game, and he said he was very, very confident in Mr. Hogan's ability to compete with guys. He said he really plays like he's bigger than he really is, and I think that'll be a big deal for the Trojans tonight, as they will look to limit Noah McMahon's ability to score within the arc. McMahon is hyper efficient within the arc, averaging almost currently on 14 points. He's shooting around 60% from the field. Really solid number there, but he's only 20% from 3. What I'm expecting is the Trojans to try to keep, they run a zone defense, so they're going to try to force McMahon to shoot as many threes as possible and keep him out of the paint. The Raiders playing it once again, their classic man 100 defense. That's become synonymous with Coach Sprinkle and the system that he runs. Has not really worked out for them very well this season. Currently, they're scoring 56 points a game and allowing 63, not being, very elite at defense, but that's okay. Senior Kyle Strawn is currently averaging almost 3 steals per game, broke the steals record last year. Cole Mullins, also a terrific defender for the Raiders. Doesn't necessarily do as much on the offensive side of the ball. He's an excellent distributor, averaging 3 assists per game, second only to freshman Owen Hawkins, who averages 5. But Mullins averages 2 assists per game, and overall he's just a great athlete for this North County Raiders squad. A couple of important pieces off the bench for the Raiders, Noah Aubuchon and Jet Rakup. Jet Rakup kind of, once again, not really an offensive piece, but when it comes to defense, that's one of their best defenders on the squad. Really, Rakup, just a great athlete, excellent golfer. And Indiana just started with the Peach Bowl with a pick 6. Oregon QB Dante Moore goes to pass, but is picked off by Indiana's D'Angelo Pons. Reporting on that. But expect a big night tonight from Cannon Wilson and Peyton Rowe. Peyton Rowe averaging 18.3 for this Trojans offense. Shooting, again, 50% from 3. I'm not really expecting Potosi to miss very many times tonight, if at all. Overall, North County's going to need some real production out of a lot of guys if they're going to want a chance to win this basketball game tonight. But maybe that's what they need to come into this game as the underdog, and for an upset here, that could really be the pivotal shifting point within their season. Currently, their 3 of their 4 wins have come against teams that are have fewer than 3 wins. Their sole win coming against a winning record was against South Iron in the Christmas tournament. South Iron currently 10-3. Outside of that, they've beaten Northwest, DeSoto, and Saxony Lutheran. Lutheran, the last game we broadcasted here, they've now advanced to a putrid 1-7, hoping to turn their season around. Now, North County had a 5-year winning streak against the Trojans. For 5 years, they did not lose a game to Potosi, but in 2024, that streak was snapped, and North County lost by 30 that year. And last year, the Trojans thrashed the Raiders 81-40 in a 40-point loss for the Raiders. The Raiders seeing if maybe they can turn the tides of history, get back to the tides of history, and the Trojans looking to see if maybe they can't up that number to 50. Now, the Trojans have lost their leading scorer from last year, Carter Whitley, but that has not seemed to slow them down at all, with Kanan Wilson, Peyton Rowe, and Ren Mapes really taking over the offense in a nice way for Coach Conaway. And their defense this year has also been superb. But I think that will wrap up our pregame show. I do have to go sing the national anthem.
Banking with people like you, UniTec Bank. We put you first in everything we do. Large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. We're your local hometown bank, your friends and neighbors too. Banking with people like you, UniTec Bank.
Kevin Ball Auto Body in Leadington is the most recommended in the Parkland. Kevin Ball is the only local direct repair shop for all major insurance and only OEM certified for all major auto manufacturers. That makes Kevin Ball Auto Body your easy and trusted choice. Kevin Ball has earned an iCar Gold Class certification and provides lifetime warranties on workmanship. Call 431-2726 or go to kevinballauto.com.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Visit shelterinsurance.com and find an agent to help you choose the coverage you need. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Thinking about your next step? Think Mineral Area College. We offer small class sizes, transferable credits, and tuition rates less than half of a university. It's affordable, quality education. Apply at mineralarea.edu. Mineral Area College. It starts here.
Hi folks, John Robinson, Pettis, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Super Center. Folks, we are loaded with inventory. We're dealing. If we don't have it, we'll order it.
Hey, I'm Big Mike here at Pettis Automotive in Farmington. Just wanted to come to you and let you know that we got some great deals and great savings going on here, so come on by and check us out. Ask for Big Mike, and I'll be here for you. Thank you.
Folks, we will also buy your car. We'll guarantee to pay more than anybody else for your car. Pre-owned cars, we've got them too. So come see us, Pettis, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Super Center.
Banking with people like you, UniTec Bank. We put you first in everything we do. Large enough to serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we have assembled an impressive group of NC Choir alumni with a particular focus on the students of Hall of Fame inductee Dee Schlemeyer. Tonight she will conduct a group that showcases her NC legacy with representatives for her first and last graduating classes and many in between. At this time, we ask you to please rise and gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by the NC Alumni Choir under the direction of Mrs. Dee Schlemeyer.
your local hometown bank, your friends and neighbors too. Banking with people like you, UniTec Bank.
Life is just a collection of moments, both big and small. At FSCB, we understand the importance of embracing the little moments. That's why we have an account tailored just for you. Your little moments are just an FSCB account away.
A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services. We offer non-skilled nursing, in-home care, consumer direct, and adult day habilitation services. A1 Home Care will tailor the care plan to meet your needs. We serve 14 counties in southeast Missouri. We hire reliable and trustworthy individuals to perform the care you need and deserve. A1 Home Care has been voted Best of the Parkland for 3 years in a row. We are the heart of home care in the heartland.
Go Raiders!
Hello and welcome back to tonight's broadcast of this current basketball game on UniTec Digital Media. Tonight we're watching the North County Raiders take on the Potosi Trojans, excuse me. Now I want to introduce the starters for the Potosi Trojans. Senior, 6'3", number 22, Peyton Rowe. Junior, number 3, 5'10", Kanan Wilson. Sophomore, 6 foot, number 13, Ren Mapes. Senior, 6'2", number 15, Thomas Lambing. 5'11", number 23, Alex Hogan. Now your starters for the North County Raiders. Number 1, Owen Hawkins. Number 3, Kyle Strawn. Number 22, Will Weibel. Number 24, Cole Mullins. And number 23, Noah McMahon. Tip-off is underway here at the North County Arena. This one will be between Noah McMahon and Thomas Lambing. This Lambing will win the tip for the Trojans. And he passes it over to Mapes. Mapes with it. Down for Lambing. Lambing over to Mapes. Mapes to Wilson. Wilson with it. Back to Mapes. Mapes 2. Won't fall. Rebounded by Mapes. Mapes goes back up. That one not going to go. He gets his own rebound once again. Doesn't make it, but he's fouled on the play. It appears by number 23 of the Raiders, Noah McMahon. And if Noah McMahon gets into foul trouble early, this one could be over quick for the Raiders. As Mapes, no good on his first. 4 consecutive misses out of Mapes is not something you expect to see often. I mean, this guy shoots very efficiently. He's a very good player as he makes the second free throw. Mullins, the inbounder for the Raiders. He inbounds it to Hawkins, seeing a full court press from the Trojans. And Hawkins' pass is tipped, deflected out of bounds by number 22, Peyton Rowe. Raiders will retain possession. Good instincts there on the tip by Peyton Rowe, but also just a good trap by the Trojans' defense. Strawn's got it now on the wing. Up to Hawkins. Hawkins to Mullins. Mullins to Strawn. Back low for McMahon. McMahon puts it up. Nope. Puts it back up. Nope. Rebounded this time by the Trojans. And they're now pushing the floor. Wilson for 3. That one also not going to go for him. Not something we're used to seeing from this Trojans offense. A bunch of misses early. As Weibel shoots it, that one also not going to go, but we're going to see an over the back by Noah McMahon. That is McMahon's second foul early in this contest, and you're going to see him come out checked in for by number 40, Ryder Nelson. 6:48 remaining, only a 1-0 ball game. Trojans lead as Mapes has got it. Mapes over to Rowe. Rowe screened by Lambing, drives, puts it up. That one, good defense on the play by Ryder Nelson. Rowe's shot can't find its way in, and Hawkins with it now over to Strawn. Back up for Hawkins. Hawkins defended by Lambing. Back over to Strawn. Back up to Hawkins. Hawkins well guarded on the play by Lambing. As Strawn's shot won't fall, but rebound by big Ryder Nelson. That one also not going to go. Now working in transition. That steal by freshman Owen Hawkins. Almost stolen again by Kanan Wilson as Weibel puts it up, and he's got 2. The Trojans pushing fast in transition, but a foul called on number 1, Owen Hawkins of the Raiders. 3 quick fouls for the Raider here, still within the first 2.5 minutes of this ball game. These fouls could come back to bite them as the Raiders are not they're not super deep, especially not at the point guard position. As Rose got it now. Back up for Lambing. Lambing's three-pointer. Nope, not going to go. Rebounded by Wilson of the Trojans. Dribbles it out to the corner. Pump fake, guarded by Strawn. All over him. The pass finds Mapes, and Mapes puts it up. That one also not good. That's the first foul on Will Weibel in this contest, and that's now 3 different Raiders picking up fouls within the first 2 minutes 35 seconds of this ball game. Mapes his second time at the line this evening already, as he drills the first. Mapes sets for the second. That one no good. Traditionally, you see players miss the first and make the second. Not there, though. It's the opposite for Mapes, and Hawkins is stripped from behind by Lambing. And Mapes has got it now for the Trojans, over to Wilson. Wilson drives, goes hard into the chest of Kyle Strawn, and that's going to be a charge going the other way for the Raiders. That's something you see the Raiders do a lot. They take a lot of charges. Anytime anyone drives to the basket, they have to be careful of a Raider having his feet set in the post. As Mullins is trying to inbound it, he finds Weibel. Weibel in the corner now, stuck, finds Hawkins on the other side, and he dishes it down for Strawn, and Strawn goes up with it. His shot blocked by number 23, Alex Hogan. And the Trojans will push it the other way. So Rose got it up top over to Wilson. Expect Wilson to be face guarded all night as he shoots about 50% from 3. That's not a guy I want to leave open. And Rowe's shot also won't find the bottom of the net. And this has been a very dry first quarter for the Trojans, not something they're used to. Going to be interesting to see how Coach Conaway maybe draws it up to make a change here, as North County's going to call a timeout, and that will take us to our first break. This one brought to you by Good News Coffee House Electric and Premier Door Company. Back. Welcome back. The timeout call was canceled. And Weibel drives, puts it up. That one good for Weibel. Mapes with it now, pushing. Goes right, puts it up. He responds. Mapes so far has all 4 of the Trojans' points early in this first quarter, excuse me. And Nelson's 3 not going to fall. But Lambing with a tough 2 for his first points of the night. Hawkins with it now. Pushes over to Nelson. Back up to Hawkins. Hawkins to Mullins. Strawn on the wing. Back up to Mullins. Down to Weibel. And the Raiders' offense without McMahon looks significantly different than it does with him, as Hawkins will go up, and he's got 2. Nice shot by the freshman there. Way to use the glass and a little bit of finesse to get that one to fall. as Mapes will drive, looks for Lambing, and Lambing and one on the play. He's fouled by number 40, Ryder Nelson, and he goes to the line with a chance to earn a third point on that play. That was a nice dish by sophomore Rand Mapes. Nice find there down low on the block, as Mapes will check out for junior number 1, Zane Blunt. Lambing's first attempt at the line. Yep, that's good. He only gets one. It's an and one. That's how it works. As Hawkins has got it. Hawkins pushing right. Hawkins for Strawn. Strawn over from Mullins in the corner. His shot, no good. Rebounded by Strawn. And Strawn puts it back up off the glass. That one also not going to go. Rebounded by, it's a on loose ball. Rebounded by Mullins of the Raiders. And Weibel's got it in the corner now. Mullins not the Raiders' best offensive player, but I mean, he's a jack of all trades. Really does everything else these Raiders need. And Hawkins, deep three for Owen Hawkins, and that's a really nice shot to put the to tie this ball game up with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And Strawn now guarding Wilson. Tight defense here being played. As Wilson drives back up for Lambing. Down low for Rowe. Rowe's shot not going to fall. Hard foul by Cole Mullins. I played basketball for Mr. Mullins' dad, and he always said if you're going to get a foul, you better make him earn it. And Mullins certainly making Rowe earn that one. And it makes sense to have Mullins guarding Rowe, as he's probably the Raiders' best defender. And he will check out now for sophomore Jet Rakup, number 21. Rowe's second attempt at the line. This one is good. Hawkins will push it now for the Raiders. Over to Rakup. Rakup, nice behind the back move. And Strawn with a deep three-pointer. That one's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by number 22, Peyton Rowe. Down to the corner for Zane Blunt. That one not going to fall. When I talked to Coach Conaway before the game, he said, I asked him about his bench unit. He said, I'm going to play Zane Blunt off the bench tonight because he's got a good three ball and he's a great hustle guy. Well, that three doesn't fall there, but maybe it'll fall later tonight. We've got Hawkins in the corner now. He shoots it. That one no good with a hand in his face. Good defense there by Alex Hogan. And the Trojans now setting up their offense. Wilson with it. Screened by Lambing. Wilson puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Thomas Lambing. Back out to Hogan. Hogan up top for Blunt. That one no good. Rebounded by Will Weibel. And Weibel now with it in transition. Back up top for Jet Rakup. Rakup for Kyle Strawn. Strawn pump fakes from the volleyball line. And he's fouled by number 1, Zane Blunt. Strawn now checking out for number 5, junior Noah Aubuchon. Aubuchon is really the Raiders' off-the-bench three-point threat. I'd argue he's the best three-point shooter on this team. Kyle Strawn would have some words to say about that. As Hawkins' pass intended for Will Weibel is going to end up out of bounds, and it's going to be Trojans' ball. Some words maybe being exchanged between Hawkins and the official there. As Mapes has got it, he's checked back in, replacing Wilson. Up top to Rowe. Rowe being guarded by Rakup. Nelson switches on to Rowe. Lambing with it over to Hogan. Up to Mapes. Mapes deep three-pointer. Rims out. Rebounded by Weibel. Mapes with only one make and about 5 misses in this contest. You know, love the confidence to see the guy keep shooting even when he's maybe facing some adversity, as Hawkins' three-pointer is not going to fall. Deep attempt at the end of the half, just off the mark there for Ren Mapes. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. The Potosi Trojans lead the North County Raiders 10-9.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams Realty. Check out some of my listings.
And welcome back to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media between the North County Raiders and the Potosi Trojans at North County High School. I am Thaddeus Kay. And just to recap, the Trojans lead the Raiders 10-9 coming back into this contest. Not exactly the score that anyone in the stadium would have predicted. The Trojans really having trouble finding the bottom of the basket. The Raiders, having some nice success on the defensive glass. As Hawkins will kick it to Weibel. Weibel drives. His pass stolen by Peyton Rowe. Mapes now going to push it for Lambing. Lambing drives, puts it up. He's got two easy over the freshman there. Lambing hyper efficient right now, 3 for 4 with 7 points. Picked up that and one early in the first quarter. The pick and roll for the Raiders, pass tipped by Lambing. And Rakeup, a great athlete, kind of slips into that 3 roll for the Raiders. Gonna be an exciting guy to watch run the pick and roll in years to come. As Hawkins' pass is tipped and stolen by Mapes. Mapes, he's got 2. Starting to see some more Mapes shots fall. Really kind of inefficient in the first quarter, but he is the second leading scorer for the Trojans at the moment. Mullins has got it in the corner. Mullins puts it up top for Weibel. Weibel guarded by Lambing. Weibel drives, slips through the defense, finds Aubuchon up top. His three-pointer, bang! That one bangs on the trifecta. And Aubuchon's got his first 3 points of the night. As I said earlier, Aubuchon probably the best three-point shooter on this team, much to the dismay of Kyle Strawn. Wilson's deep three-pointer off the mark, front of the rim. Great effort in the corner there by Peyton Rowe to get the attempt back. Wilson, uncharacteristically silent tonight. He averages 24 and he's got an 18 plus minus, but so far he's been dry, has not made a single attempt from the field as Owen Hawkins will check out of the game for the Raiders. Hogan receiving the inbound, kind of unusual there, but gives it back to Mapes, which makes more sense. Mapes over to Wilson. Wilson with it, screened by Hogan. As he drives, he's going to travel. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on the floor prior to the travel. 6:20 remaining in the second quarter. And if you remember, the Raiders picked up 5 fouls in the first 3.5 minutes of the first quarter. Doing a better job of that in the second quarter, not picking up as many. Mapes looking for anyone to inbound the ball to. He looks deep for Rowe. He's got him. Mullins on Rowe now. Rowe over to Mapes. Screened by Lambing. Mapes runs the pick and roll. Lambing puts it up. 2 more for him. Big night so far for Thomas Lambing. Highly efficient. And he's really fitting his role nicely here with McMahon being sidelined due to early foul trouble. As Weibel's got it on the wing for the Raiders. Down low for Jet Rakeup. Up top for Noah Aubuchon. Pump fake, puts it up from the field. He's got 2 more. 5 points now for Noah Aubuchon in this second quarter. Something that the Raiders have really needed. He's their only scorer in the second quarter. As Lambing in the paint. Tightly contested there by Jet Rakeup. They're going to call a foul on Jet Rakeup. Currently, Indiana leads Oregon, for those of you curious, 14-7. As Weibel will check out and McMahon checks back in for the Raiders. Lambing's second free throw. This one no good. Free throw troubles early for the Trojans in this contest. Overall, just making shots a problem for them right now as Kyle Strawn's three is no good and off the back of the rim. Mapes pushes it for a good and one there. Foul by, I believe they're going to give it to Cole Mullins. Yep, the foul is on Cole Mullins, and that's really just a tough basket by Ren Mapes, the sophomore. Mapes is a 17 plus minus, which is pretty incredible. The 6-foot sophomore, currently averaging 11 points. His free throw is good. Mullins now brings it up for the Raiders. He drives, almost loses it. Finds Aubuchon up top, back for Strawn. Strawn to Mullins, Mullins to Aubuchon. Aubuchon's three-pointer just off the mark. The Trojans pushing fast in transition. Wilson puts it up. They've got a block on the floor. That one also going to be on Mullins of the Raiders, I believe, and that will be his third foul so far in the contest, and you're probably about to see Mullins come out of the game. And you will, as Hawkins checks in for Mullins. And that's going to be a tough loss for the Raiders, already picking up 3 fouls in the first half of this contest, 4:52 remaining in the second quarter, as that pass is stolen, but they're going to say it was tipped off the backboard, and it will stay here, Trojans ball. I'm going to be honest. This is really uncharacteristic Trojan basketball. Not really what anyone was expecting. Yes, they've got the lead 20-14, but this was supposed to be a rout. As Lambing puts it up. Oh, never mind. Kicks it to Hogan, and Hogan's shot not going to fall. Rebounded by McMahon. Hawkins with it, drives left. Up for Aubuchon. Aubuchon's three. Boom! That one good for deep for the junior. Potosi going to call a timeout. That will bring us to an ad break. This one brought to you by A1 Home Care, Mandy Cara, OBGYN, Boyer Funeral Home, Julie Pratt, and Belgrade State Bank.
If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give me a call, 760-6910, or check out my website at soldbydanielle.com.
Your heart.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media. As Indiana scores another touchdown to bring the score to 21-7. Indiana leads Oregon. 20-17, Trojans lead, 4:19 remaining in the second quarter of the game as Rowe has it up top against Hawkins. Wilson deep from three, shot not going to fall. A lot of contact there as the Trojans get the rebound. And Mapes with another tough make there. He's got a couple this quarter that have been really nice. Extends the lead to 5 as Hawkins' pass is stolen by Wilson. Great anticipation there. Hawkins showing kind of a little bit of that immaturity, throwing the tough cross-court pass. That one going to be stolen. As Wilson will inbound the ball for the Trojans. Rowe goes up and gets it. Over to Mapes. Mapes has got it against Aubuchon. As Rowe's three-pointer just off the back iron. That one rebounded by Mapes. Mapes loses it, stolen by Noah Aubuchon. And Aubuchon over to Hawkins. McMahon down low for Rakeup. Rakeup, that one's not going to go. Rebounded by Aubuchon, and Aubuchon puts it up. Oh, that one no good. Rebounded by Hawkins, and Hawkins puts it up, and that time he's fouled. A lot of frustration there by number 22. A little surprised he didn't get teed up. 23, excuse me. Noah McMahon.
At the line, shooting 2, Owen Hawkins.
Hawkins shooting his first from the stripe tonight. That one is good. Will Weibel checks in for the Raiders, taking the spot of Jet Rakeup. I do not envy the role of the guy who has to guard Will Weibel. Will Weibel, you know, a little bit on the bigger side, gets a lot of rebounds, gets in the paint a lot. But when he gets hot, he gets hot. And I would hate to be the guy who has to guard him then, as Owen Hawkins makes his second free throw. Mapes with it now against Aubuchon. Aubuchon over to Rowe. Rowe up top for Wilson. Wilson through the North County defense, slices through and puts up his first points of the night. Currently shooting 1 for 6. Uncharacteristic of him, but you know, that's kind of how the game has gone for the Trojans. Is McMahon's going to miss a point blank shot there for the Raiders. Rowe is going to airball that one. Weibel, a lot of contact, no foul call, tries to throw it away, ball gets stolen, and Wilson puts it up for 2. Hawkins has got it now. 2:15 left in the second quarter, 26-19, Trojans lead as Hawkins looks for Aubuchon in the corner. They're going to say that Wilson fouled Aubuchon on his reception of that pass.
Foul on Caden Wilson, his second team foul.
Will Weibel going to be the inbounder on this possession for the Raiders. Weibel inbounds it to Hawkins. Hawkins for Aubuchon. Aubuchon pumps, drives, travels before he ever takes the shot. That was a nice move by Aubuchon. If he doesn't move his feet prior to putting the ball on the ground, that's probably 2 points for the Raiders there. 2 points they need in the 7-point ball game. As Mapes has got it up top for the Trojans. Mapes over to Blunt. Blunt up for Rowe. Rowe screened by Lambing. As Mapes takes it, or excuse me, Rowe takes it, and he's got 2 there. .140 remaining in this second quarter, 28-19. Weibel's got it now, up top for Strawn. Strawn's three-pointer off the backboard. Blunt finds Vinny Schrum. Vinny Schrum's first points of the night. That pass stolen by the Trojans, and Lambing puts it up for 2. One minute left in this contest. Maybe a travel on that steal, as Blunt did slide across the court while having possession of the ball. Corner 3 for Weibel. Pump fakes, never mind. And they're going to say that Weibel was fouled in his drive to the basket. And this lead for the Trojans kind of ballooning here in this second quarter. McMahon's got it up top. He drives, puts it up over a couple Trojan defenders. His shot no good. As Mapes has got it up top. Content to watch the clock dwindle on the second half. If you remember, that score in the first quarter was 10-9 Trojans. The lead going from 1 to 13 here in the second quarter. Blunt's got it. Nice backdoor move by Schrum, but he forgets to dribble. And that's going to be Raiders ball going the other way. 14.9 remaining in the second quarter. Weibel, the inbounder for the Raiders, inbounds it to Hawkins. Hawkins screened by McMahon as it's going to end up being stolen by Vinny Strum of the Trojans. Great hustle there. 3 seconds remaining. Peyton Rowe trying to make something happen, and he gets a shot up. Foul. No, they're going to call a charge on the play. That's just nice defensive awareness by Noah Aubuchon, and that shot's going to be no good, as Aubuchon is able to get the foul call on the attempt by Peyton Rowe. At the end of the half, 32-19, the Trojans lead. This ad break will be brought to you by Julie Pratt and Belgrade State Bank, Murphy's Landscaping, First State Community Bank, AMS Security, Danielle Burns, Truck Odell Shelter Insurance, Griffin Automotive, Kevin Ball Auto Body, Bryant Restoration, UniTec Bank, Mineral Area College, and Liberty Landing Apartments in Farmington.
Hard work powers America. At First State Community Bank, we're here to help with ag loans built for farmers like you. With ag loans tailored to you, decisions stay right here. Local land, local farmers, local decisions. That's FSCB Ag Lending.
Good News Coffee House is your local coffee shop located next to Huddle House in Bonne Terre. Good News Coffee House seeks to spread the good news through local friendly service and events. We have a variety of delicious coffee, teas, breakfast panini sandwiches, an amazing line of pastries, and a cozy atmosphere to host events. We also offer free Wi-Fi and a quiet place to relax. And all profits support missions both locally and internationally. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram page at Good News Coffee House. Good News Coffee House, impacting the world one cup of coffee at a time.
Griffin Automotive Design in Bonne Terre is your one-stop shop for all things automotive. With our award-winning dedicated collision team, we were voted best of the Parkland. We work with you and your insurance company to make the process simple. We repair your vehicle according to OEM specifications, and all of our collision repairs also include a Class 3 detail. So not only will your car be as good as new, it will be as clean as the day it came off the lot. Come visit us at our state-of-the-art facility on the east side of 67, just south of Bonne Terre.
Don't you wish you had a bank that could keep up? First State Community Bank's digital banking is the perfect companion for your fast-paced everyday life. Whether you're looking to review your full financial picture or just wanted a quick glance at your balance, First State Community Bank keeps you connected to your finances, all while juggling your daily activities. Download the app today and bank in motion with First State Community Bank's digital banking.
Hi, I'm Julie Pratt, and I would love to help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
With FSCB, your home search becomes a breeze. From pre-qualification to closing, our mortgage loan team is here to guide you every step of the way. Need flexible loan options or down payment assistance? We've got them and are ready to help. Apply from the comfort of your couch and meet with our dedicated loan officers when it's convenient for you. Helping our neighbors become homeowners is what we're all about. Contact us today and start your home buying journey with First State Community Bank.
Hello and welcome to the halftime show on UniTec Digital Media. I'm Thaddeus K with some numbers for you. Currently, the Trojans lead the Raiders 32-19. If you remember at the end of the first quarter, it was 10-9. Trojans led. There was a 22-10 second quarter for the Trojans. And I think the biggest difference in this game is that the Trojans have taken 35 shots and the Raiders have only taken 23. And of those 23 shots, the Raiders have only made 7 of them. Now, an interesting number, an interesting stat in this game is that the Trojans have not made a single three-pointer. Now, they've had a couple of and-one plays and a couple of and-one opportunities, but they have not made a single three-pointer despite attempting 9 of them. The Raiders have attempted 11. They've made 3 of them, but just by sheer volume, currently it looks like the Trojans are kind of running away with it. One thing that we talked about at halftime was pregame, Coach Conaway said that Potosi's biggest thing was their ability to get down the floor. And I think that that's really shown itself in that second quarter. Potosi oftentimes was taking open layups off of transitionals, working in transition off of steals, and even really just after North County makes where guys weren't necessarily hustling back, and the Trojans were hustling back, and they got down there and they made some easy layups and occasionally got fouled. Now another thing to look at in this contest is that Cole Mullins currently has 3 fouls and Mac Mahan's not far behind him. Could potentially spell disaster for the Raiders later in this contest if either of those players foul out, as both of them are integral parts to the team. Mullins not necessarily being an integral part of the offense, does average 3 assists and 2 steals, 5 points. But Mac Mahan, 14 and 10, would really suck to lose him, especially early on in this contest. Now really, Noah Aubuchon standing out to me. 8 points, leads the Raiders right now. Followed closely behind Owen Hawkins with 7, and Weibel's got 4. For the Trojans, Thomas Lambing is leading them in scoring with 12. Ren Mabe's not far behind with 11. Kanan Wilson with 4, Peyton Rowe with 3, and Vinny Schrum with 2. Thomas Lambing very efficient right now, shooting 5 for 7. Ren Mapes, the second leading scorer, not as efficient, shooting 4 for 10, 0 for 2 from the 3. And Peyton Rowe behind them is 1 for 7. So not a super efficient game for the Trojans, but they're putting up the points they need to win the contest currently. The Raiders really just can't keep up with them. Not seeing a ton of bench movement by either squad. Zane Blunt has seen some limited minutes. Vinny Schrum has seen some minutes for the Trojans squad, and Noah Aubuchon and Jet Rakup seeing some time, and Ryder Nelson. The Raiders recently have lost two of their bench guys, and that's Ryan Wisnowski due to a knee injury and Caleb Strom due to an ankle sprain. So without those two, you'll definitely see increased minutes from the starters, but also an increased role from Noah Aubuchon. As shown, Noah Aubuchon shooting 3 for 4 right now with 8 points, which is really what the Raiders have needed to stay within reach of this ball game. Early in the contest, the Trojans were running a full court press, which seemed to be really frustrating to the North County offense. Coach Jackson Conaway makes a change at halftime, or at the end of the first quarter, rather, to come out of that press, and they have not been as good defensively. I mean, they've allowed an extra point per quarter, but their offensive game has been benefited significantly from that change. So I'm interested to see whether or not the Trojans will maybe fall back out of their press or if they will fall back into it now that they have a 13-point lead. Reminder, it could have been a 16-point lead at the end of the quarter. Peyton Rowe attempting a shot, making it, being, but it ended up fouling. Noah Aubuchon, a charge call that really could have gone either way. It could have been a block and or a charge, but North County gets the call there, and it's a 13-point ball game instead of a potentially 16-point ball game. Excellent performances tonight by the choir and the band. And the third quarter will be underway shortly at North County High School. Alex Hogan will be the inbounder for the Trojans, and he inbounds it to Mapes. Mapes over to Wilson. Wilson to Rowe. Rowe screened by Hogan. Over to the corner for Mapes. His three-pointer off the front iron. Rebound going to be Kyle Strawn of the Raiders. Trojans staying with the theme, not making a three-pointer in this contest. So Hawkins has got it. Over to Rakup. Rakup for Strawn. Strawn for Rakup down low. Looking for McMahon. That is going to end up stolen by Peyton Rowe of the Trojans. As Mapes has got it now. He's pushing. Over to Rowe. Rowe's three-pointer. That one off the back iron. Another missed three for the Trojans in this contest. As McMahon, going to be nice from about 18 feet. McMahon, those are his first points of the night. Not something that you see out of this Raiders team is, something that doesn't happen very often is McMahon being kept silent. McMahon actually moved from Potosi to North County his freshman year, as Peyton Rowe is going to find his way to the basket for two. Deep three-pointer there for Kyle Strawn. His first points of the contest. Back down in transition. Lambing going to miss a point-blank shot. Not something we've seen a lot of in this contest is Lambing missing shots, that are close and high percentage. Prior to that, he shot 5 for 7, now shooting 5 for 8. As Strawn from the baseline, another jumper going to fall for him, his 5th point of the night. As Rose got it, pump fakes from 3. Mapes with it. Over to Wilson. Wilson dribbles. Over to Mapes. Screen Lambing, doesn't use it. Mapes goes up. That shot off the bottom of the backboard to the corner for Rowe. Rowe's three-pointer off the front iron. And Weibel's got it in the corner now as he drives. Up top for Rakup. Rakup to the corner for Weibel. His three-pointer is good. Timeout going to be called now by the Trojans. That will bring us to an ad break. This one brought to you by Premier Door Company, McDowell Electric, A1 Home Care, and Pasta House of Farmington.
Been serving St. Francis County and surrounding areas for over 16 years now. We do any size job, from a light fixture to a panel change out, wiring an entire home, to larger commercial or industrial jobs. Please don't hesitate to give us a call. Estimates are always free.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media. I'm Thaddeus Kay. 34-29, the Trojans lead, 5:32 remaining in the third quarter. And a couple of quick threes, and the tide of this ball game has really changed. Kyle Strawn and Will Weibel both knocking down trifectas. Kyle Strawn with a nice little 18-footer, and Noah McMahon. It's McMahon with the 18-footer and Weibel with a nice J down on the wing. As Lambing's got it for the Trojans. Up to Rowe. Rowe backing down. Rake up, and he goes up, and he's going to be fouled on that one. And he's going to earn himself a trip to the stripe for a chance at a three-point play. Maybe some light contact there, but I believe that is the right call on the play. As Peyton Rowe's free throw is good. There's an old saying in basketball, ball don't lie, and he made the free throw, so must have been a foul. So Weibel's got it. Weibel for Hawkins. Hawkins pump fakes, drives, looking for McMahon. That pass stolen by Thomas Lambing of the Trojans. And Mapes with it over to Wilson. Wilson drives, baseline spin, puts it up and in with a nice little finger roll. Nice finesse there by Kanan Wilson to pick up a couple extra for the Trojans to bring the lead to 10. McMahon with it now. Up for Rake Up. Rake Up drives, puts it up. Shot's no good, going to be fouled, earned 2 at the free throw line. Rake Up's a very good shooter at the line. He's 8 for 10 this season. He's shooting 80%. It's Rake Up's first attempt from the field tonight, his first opportunity at points. They're going to say there was a foot violation, and as a result, Rake Up's only going to get 1 free throw, doesn't make it. As Mapes is pushing it now. Mapes over to Wilson. Wilson with it from back deep. Wilson drives. He's going to say there's no shot, foul on the floor. This one going to be attributed to Kyle Strawn of the Raiders. That's his first foul of the game. And Mullins will check in for Rake Up. 4:29 remaining in this third quarter. The Trojans lead 39-29. As Mullins, nice getting his hands in the passing lane, dives on it. Great hustle by Cole Mullins there to get a piece of that ball and then getting on it, and that's going to be Raiders ball. Kyle Strawn, the inbounder, inbounds it to Owen Hawkins. Hawkins over to McMahon. McMahon drives, stolen by Alex Hogan. And now that pass is stolen. Wilson's pass is knocked out of bounds by Kyle Strawn. It'll be Trojans ball. Ren Mapes going to be your inbounder, sophomore. Mapes inbounds it to Wilson. Wilson drives, puts it up and around Cole Mullins. Mullins trying to draw the charge there, but Wilson able to use some nice finesse and goes around him and gets the finger roll to fall. McMahon backing down, fade away from the post, and that one's good. Timeout going to be called. This one taken by Potosi. That will bring us to an ad break. This one brought to you by Good News Coffee House in Bonne Terre.
Hey, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams Realty. Check out some of my listings. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give me a call, 760-6910, or check out my website at soldbydanielle.com.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media. I'm Thaddeus K. 41-31, the Trojans lead the Raiders in this third quarter. 3:58 remaining in the third quarter. Not seeing a lot of action from Noah Aubuchon in this quarter, and that's been pretty surprising to me. He currently leads the team in scoring this game. Mullins guarding Rowe, slips. Rowe goes to the basket, doesn't make it, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and he's got 2. Rowe picked it up. He's got 7 points in this third quarter as Hawkins' pass is dangerous, almost tipped. Or almost stolen, excuse me. It is tipped. The Strawn pump fakes, drives up to the basket, fouled hard on the play by a couple Trojans. This one could go to Hogan or Lambing. I believe they're going to give it to Hogan. Nope, they give it to Lambing.
Second team foul at the line, shooting 2, Kyle Strawn.
Kyle Strawn, sometimes a better three-point shooter than he is free throw shooter, but we're going to see how that holds up here. So he's going to make the first. Albershon checking in for Hawkins, and I expected to see this a lot earlier. Albershon really having a good game. Surprised to see him sitting in the first minutes of the third quarter. Strawn's second free throw is good. Mapes with it now against Albershon. Mapes drives left over to Wilson. Wilson with it. Driving against Strawn over to Rowe. Screened by Shrum. Wilson's got it up top. Puts the moves on Kyle Strawn. Strawn with the steal. Strawn puts it up, and it's good. Strawn has the record for most steals in the season at North County. Currently, he's averaging almost 3 a game, as he almost causes a turnover there just by jab stepping at Rowe, or excuse me, at Mapes. Shrum drives the basket. He's going to be fouled prior to his shot by number 22, Will Weibel. And that's the third foul on Will Weibel. A couple of Raiders now in foul trouble. Mullins, Weibel, and McMahon. Pass down low for Lambing. Lambing screens over for Mapes. Mapes falls, finds Wilson up top. Double screen, Wilson's deep three off the front iron, rebounded by Kyle Strawn. As Strawn's pushing up the floor now, 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. Nice pass by Noah McMahon. Strawn not going to be able to put it in, and they're going to say Strawn stepped out of bounds. Really nice pass there by Noah McMahon. Just able to slip it through a couple Potosi defenders as Mapes will check out and Zane Blunt for the Trojans will check in. Wilson with it, guarded by Kyle Strawn. Wilson over to Blunt. Screen left by Lambing. Blunt drives, takes it to the rim. Off the front iron. Rebounded by Weibel. Good hustle play by Albershon. He puts it up. Fouled and one. And a really nice hustle play there by Noah Albershon. Puts another 2 on the board with an opportunity to make it 3. Albershon cutting the lead here to 6, 1:51 remaining in the third quarter. Albershon's free throw is good. Wilson bringing the ball up for the Trojans now. Blunt with it. Screen by Shrum. Rowe driving now. Rowe stolen by Mullins, but they're going to say Mullins stepped out of bounds with the ball before getting that pass off. Trojans will retain possession underneath the basket. Rowe now inbounding over to Lambing. They're going to say there's an off-ball foul. Raiders will take over possession. That one's going to be on number 1, Zane Blunt of the Trojans. 5-point deficit here in the third quarter, 1:20 remaining. Mullins over to Strawn. Strawn drives, pump fake. Pass stolen by Zane Blunt. Zane Blunt against Will Weibel on the fast break. Blunt's going to lose it. Out of bounds, Raiders ball. And that one's tough for Zane Blunt to lose that one there, and Mapes will check in to take his place. Nice instincts on the steal. He just loses it on his way to the basket. And Mullins with it now against Strum. Deep three for Aubuchon. A little bit of a heat check. That one not going to fall. Saw the smile on his face as soon as it left the hands. I think he knew. And no one guarding Mapes. And that's going to leave Wilson open in the corner for a three. Not going to fall. Not usually the result of that happening. And that pass, or that's stolen by Lambing. Lambing for Wilson. And Wilson's got two. Not usually a good idea to leave Kanan Wilson open in the corner, but it works out again for the Raiders as he misses. McMahon with it down low against Lambing. Puts it between his own legs, behind his back, and gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he's got two. Not the prettiest way to get those 2 points, but he makes it happen and cuts the lead to 5 once more. 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter as Rowe drives, puts it up. No good. Rebounded goes to Wilson. Wilson puts it up. That one no good. Foul going to be on Noah McMahon. Noah McMahon not happy with the call. 11.4 remaining. That's his third foul in the contest. But now that the fourth quarter is approaching, it doesn't appear to matter as much as long as it doesn't pick up too quick. And Wilson, his first free throw is good. Wilson's second free throw. No good. Rebound goes to Noah McMahon. Mullins has got it now. Push against Vinny Schrum. Schrum going to foul Mullins on his way to the basket. 3.9 remaining in this third quarter. 46-40 Trojans lead. Mullins going to be sent to the free throw line. Mullins' first free throw attempt of the night, still looking for his first points. And his first free throw is no good off the back iron. Almost a whole new crew for the Raiders checking in for the last 3.5 seconds of this quarter as Weibel and McMahon will check out, and Nelson and Rakup will check in. Mullins' second free throw. Also back iron. It's going to be Trojans' ball. Mullins displeased, missing a couple free throws. They're going to say that Nelson fouled. They're going to say that Nelson fouled Lambing in his fight for the rebound, and that'll send the Trojans into the bonus, giving them 2 free throws here with 3.1 remaining in the third quarter. Lambing's first free throw, front iron. Lambing, the Trojans' leading scorer going into the half, and he has been silent in the third quarter, probably due to the fact that McMahon has been subbed back in the game. And Strawn with it, takes a deep half-court three, just off. And the Trojans will take the lead into the fourth quarter, 47-40. And that will bring us to an ad break. This one brought to you by Domino's in Bonne Terre, Park Hills, and Farmington. A1 Home Care, Post House, Farmington, and McDowell Electric.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Visit Shelter.
And welcome back to tonight's contest on UniTec Digital Media. I am Thaddeus K. The Trojans lead the North County Raiders 47-40 as the fourth quarter will be underway shortly here at North County High School. Big third quarter for the Raiders. The Trojans possessed a 13-point lead going into the third, and they came out of it with only a 7-point lead. Really good quarter from Kyle Strawn as he picks up 10. Trojans with it as Mapes charges into Jet Rakeup, and it's going to be the Raiders' ball going the other way. As I mentioned earlier in the contest, the Raiders love to take a charge, and any opportunity they can, they will set their feet and they will get run through. And a good example of that right there is Rakeup just sets his feet and Rowe barrels through his chest. Strawn's got it on the wing now. Strawn down for McMahon. McMahon spins, puts it up. They're going to say the foul is on the floor. If that one's on Rowe, nope, goes to Hogan. Hogan's second foul of the contest. So Rakeup's got it. Up top for Hawkins. Hawkins pump fake drives. Aubuchon pump drive, puts it up. No good. Fighting for the rebound, they're going to say he grabbed some arm. It's Aubuchon's first foul of the contest. Mapes with it now, guarded by Hawkins. Hawkins applying some pressure. Screen by Lambing. Looking for the lob, not gonna get it. Rowe's gonna go up and he's gonna be fouled on the 2-point attempt, and he's gonna end up at the line with a chance for 3 on that play. Chance to make the lead 10 for the Trojans. 6:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. That's gonna be the third foul on Jet Rakeup. And just about every Raider has racked up some fouls. As Rowe will make the free throw. Aubuchon with it, over to Hawkins. Hawkins to the corner for Rakeup. Rakeup to Strawn. Strawn back to Hawkins. Strawn driving, puts it up over a couple Potosi defenders. That one no good. Rebounded by Alex Hogan. And Wilson can't quite get tall enough to intercept that, or to complete that pass, and Aubuchon and Rakeup checking out of the game. Mullins and Weibel checking into the game. Weibel, Mullins, McMahon, and Rakeup have all got at least three fouls in this contest. And that time it's going to be McMahon just running through the chest of Alex Hogan, and that's going to be a charge going the other way. And that's going to be McMahon's fourth foul. He better be careful. One more, and he's no longer in this contest, as Mapes will bring it up the floor for the Trojans. Mapes with it. Backdoor. That pass stolen by, the attempted pass stolen by Will Weibel, and Will Weibel will now take it the other way for the Raiders. Hawkins to the corner. Mullins for three. Boom! And a corner three good for Mullins to cut the lead to 7. Timeout called by the Trojans. And that'll bring us to an ad break. This one brought to you by Hub's Pub in Bonne Terre.
Visit shelterinsurance.com and find an agent to help you choose the coverage you need. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Thinking about your next step? Think Mineral Area College. We offer small class sizes, transferable credits, and tuition rates less than half of a university. It's affordable, quality education. Apply at mineralarea.edu. Mineral Area College. It starts here.
Hi, folks. John Robinson, Pettis, Chrysler.
And welcome back to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media. The Trojans lead the Raiders 50-47, 5:57 remaining in the fourth quarter. No changes for either squad as the starters from the contest are still in. Mapes has got it now, bringing it up the floor for the Trojans. Mapes against Hawkins. Hawkins drives right. Rowe now up to the basket. No good. Will Weibel with the rebound. Rowe ended up fouling him. That's Rowe's third foul of the night. As Hawkins brings it up for the Raiders. Hawkins over to Mullins. Mullins to Weibel. Weibel to Mullins. Mullins three-pointer. Bang! A second three-pointer for Cole Mullins. And I said he's not much of an offensive player. I guess he's trying to prove me wrong. He's got 6 points, 2 of them three-pointers, shooting 66 from the three-point line tonight. As Mapes with a nice move, shot not going to fall. And now Hawkins with it, being defended by Mapes. Hawkins drives right, out to the corner. His pass stolen by Kanan Wilson. And Kanan driving the other way now. And he puts it up, it's no good. Rebounded by Will Weibel. And Weibel puts it up, not gonna go. They're gonna say you traveled before the shot attempt. Wouldn't have mattered, didn't make it anyways. 4-point lead for the Trojans, 4:47 remaining in the second half. And Mapes will bring it up the floor now. Mapes being guarded by Hawkins. Mapes over to Rowe. Rowe with it, over to Wilson. Wilson screened by Hogan. Wilson's jumper off the back iron, rebounded by Will Weibel. And Strawn's got it now. Against Weibel. Weibel, nice pump fake. Puts it up, not going to go. Rebounded by Alex Hogan. And Kanan Wilson fakes the three over to Mapes. Wilson with it. Just going to say, this is the loudest I've heard the North County student section all year, and it looks like the average age is maybe about 10. There seems to be a gallery of Parkside children gathering as Wilson, his shot blocked. Goes up with it. Rowe goes up with it, and that one also not going to be good, but he's fouled on the attempt. Ryder Nelson going to pick up his third foul of the contest. McMahon indicating that he will check in once again as Rowe heads to the line to shoot two. Rowe's first is good. Rowe calm under pressure tonight at the line, even with the antics of the North County student section. He has remained perfect from the free throw line since his first miss in the first quarter. And he drills a second. Weibel inbounds it now to Hawkins. 3:30 remaining, 52-46 Trojans lead. Backdoor, Hawkins' pass is stolen by Wilson. Strawn doing a nice job jumping on it to maintain the total loss. The Raiders will maintain possession. Mullins, the inbounder for the Raiders. Hawkins, the point guard. Hawkins with it, up to McMahon. McMahon, ball almost stolen. McMahon driving against Hogan, puts it up, bang! And that's a huge play for the Raiders as that puts them within three with 3:10 remaining, potentially within three, as McMahon still has to go to the line. That's Alex Hogan's third foul of the contest. McMahon is an excellent free throw shooter, shooting about 80% from the line. And he's going to make that one. cuts the lead to 3. 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. This is the most alive I've seen the North County crowd all year. And Mapes with it, over to Wilson. Wilson fouled by Owen Hawkins. That'll be his second foul of the night. However, that puts Potosi in the bonus, and Wilson will shoot 2. Wilson with 11 in this contest. This is the first free throw. His second free throw is going to go. 4-point lead now for the Trojans as Owen Hawkins takes it up the floor for the Raiders. Hawkins, there was a lollipop pass over to Weibel, and Weibel passes it to Strawn. Strawn against Wilson, almost shakes him. McMahon with it in the corner now. Up top to Hawkins. Hawkins to Strawn. Strawn for Mullins. Mullins 3. Gonna not go. Rebounded by Weibel. Weibel goes back up with it. Fouled. Gonna earn himself 2 free throws there. That's gonna be Mapes' second foul of the contest. As Weibel misses the first. Weibel misses the second. And the Trojans now working the floor in transition. Wilson with it. Guarded by Strawn. Strawn over to Rowe. Rowe against Mullins. Rowe to Mapes. Mapes loses it. And Weibel's going to push it the other way now. Takes a 3. No good. That one's going to touch no part of the rim, and it's going to be Trojans' ball. Not the shot I would have taken in that situation. Weibel does set his feet, but he is still, I mean, he's almost moving when he shoots that three-pointer. Maybe it would have been a better idea to set up the offense, but I do like the confidence from Weibel on that attempt. So Hogan's got it in the corner now. Hogan drives against Weibel up top for Wilson. Wilson with it. And there's going to be a timeout called by Potosi, and that'll bring us to an ad break. This one brought to you by McDowell Electric, Premier Door Company, Mandy Carroll, OBGYN, Boyer Funeral Home, Julie Pratt and Belgrade State Bank, and Murphy's Landscaping.
We offer small class sizes, transferable credits, and tuition rates less than half of a university. It's affordable, quality education. Apply at mineralarea.edu. Mineral Area College. It starts here.
Hi folks, John Robinson, Pettis, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Super Center. Folks, we are loaded with inventory. We're dealing. If we don't have it, we'll order it.
Hey, I'm Big Mike here at Pettis Automotive in Farmington. Just wanted to come to you and let you know that we got some great deals and great savings going on here, so come on by and check us out. Ask for Big Mike, and I'll be here for you. Thank you.
Folks, we will also buy your car. We guarantee to pay more than anybody else for your car. Pre-owned cars.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast on UniTec Digital Media. I'm Thaddeus Kay. The Trojans currently lead the North County Raiders 53-49. 1:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Trojans have the ball. Alex Hogan going to be the inbounder. Hogan inbounds it to Rowe. Rowe over to Mapes. Mapes guarded by Hawkins. Mapes over to Lambing. Lambing back up to Rowe. Mapes. Mapes to Rowe now, for real this time. Screened by Lambing. Rowe goes up with it, puts it in for 2. And that's another nice make by Rowe as he's really stepped it up for the Trojans in this fourth quarter. He's got 7 of their 8 points in the fourth. Weibel with it. Doesn't shoot it. over to Hawkins. That pass stolen by Peyton Rowe. Rowe going to look for Mapes now. Mapes down for Lambing. Hogan with it, goes up, fouled hard. And I believe that will be Weibel's 4th foul of the contest. One more, and he is removed. That's only Hogan's 2nd shot attempt in this game. I mentioned earlier how Hogan's maybe not necessarily the best offensive piece, but man, he's played a lot of minutes tonight, and that's due to his ability to rebound and his ability to be gritty in the paint. As he'll miss the first free throw. Hogan scoring up for a 2nd shot. That one will fall. The Trojans significantly underscoring their traditional average of 75 in this contest as North County will call a timeout. 44-6 remaining in the 4th quarter. We're going to keep it here for this timeout. But as I was saying, the Trojans significantly underperforming in terms of their traditional score. Usually they average 75 and only allow 57. Well, they're allowing, under what they're expected, but they've scored, 20 points fewer than what they had expected to score. Now, that's not due to a lack of attempts. They've certainly taken a lot of shots. It's just they have not found the bottom of the net tonight, and certainly that has to, contribute to the success that they've had. But that's also a testament to the North County defense, to give them credit. Certain guys tonight, like Cole Mullins, has done an excellent job at limiting Peyton Rowe's opportunities. Owen Hawkins and Kyle Strawn have both played some nice defense tonight. And you're seeing kind of a colder night from Kanan Wilson. Still, this Potosi team is yet to hit a three-pointer. There are only 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And this Potosi team, they've got 50% three-point shooters on the squad, both of them yet to hit a three-pointer in this contest. Not to mention Zane Blunt. Coach said he plays because he can knock down the triple. Hasn't banged one yet. Mullins will inbound the ball now for the Raiders. Down by 7 as Mullins' pass is stolen by Thomas Lambing. And the fouls will start for the Raiders. 40 seconds, down 7, fouling Kanan Wilson. If Wilson makes 2 of these, you may chalk it for the Raiders in this contest. The Raiders student section never dismayed, though, as Wilson knocks down the first. Wilson's second will also go. And Hawkins pushing it now for the Raiders over to Strawn. Strawn jabs. Drives down for McMahon. McMahon puts it up for an easy 2. And a full timeout will be taken by Coach Lance Sprinkle of the Raiders. In this situation, down by 7 with only 28 remaining, obviously you have to foul because you need possession of the ball. But what kind of situational change might you see here? Do you see maybe Noah Aubuchon check in for the ability to shoot? Do you see maybe a Noah Holsey or a Jaden Cook who had good nights in the JV game who were really lighting it up from beyond the arc? Do you see them check in? Really that's you never know, but down 7, you're definitely looking for the three-pointer, definitely looking for the 3-ball, but you're also going to have to foul. Now, a lot of fouls on this Raider squad tonight. I can't imagine Coach Sprinkle is wanting to do that, but it's going to be his only option here. If McMahon picks up this foul, he'll be removed from the contest. And I believe Weibel has 4 as well. So expect the foul to come from Kyle Strawn or Owen Hawkins, as Hogan will be the inbounder for the Trojans. And Hogan inbounds it to Mapes. Mapes fouled by Mullins. He'll earn 2 free throws, and that'll be Mullins' 4th foul. 26-9 now remaining in this 4th quarter in the contest as a whole. And not a single Trojan down there to rebound if Mapes misses these free throws. And he will make the first for his first point of the second half. Mapes sets for a second. And this one also going to go. Hawkins now. He's got to push it. Looking for something quick. 7 seconds are left. Mike D'Antoni would love the situation. Boom! Deep three ball for Kyle Strawn, and that's going to change maybe the, maybe if they miss some free throws now, the Raiders are in a really good position here to maybe run down and knock down a couple more three-pointers. But like I said, Mike D'Antoni's right somewhere having a great time. His 7 seconds or less is really coming into play, and Peyton Rowe will take some free throws now as he hits the first. Second free throw from Rowe is underway. That one will also go. The Raiders now going to roll the ball up the court. Hawkins over to Albershawn. Deep three ball just off the back iron. Rebound going to go to Rowe. Mapes looked like he had possession of it. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds with possession of the ball. 7.4 remaining. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say that the Trojans are going to go on to win the game. Down by 8. Strawn has not decided they've lost yet as he puts it up. No good. The clock never started. And they're just going to run it. Yikes. The final score of the contest is 62 to 54. We're going to bring it to a break before our in-game show. This one brought to you by Post House of Farmington, A1 Home Care, McDowell Electric, First State Community Bank, AMS Security, Danielle Burns, Chuck Odell Shelter Insurance, Griffin Automotive, Kevin Ball Auto Body, Bryant Restoration, UniTec Bank, Mineral Area College, and Liberty Landing Apartments in Farmington.
Order it.
Hey, I'm Big Mike here at Pettis Automotive in Farmington. Just wanted to come to you and let you know that we got some great deals and great savings going on here, so come on by and check us out. Ask for Big Mike, and I'll be here for you. Thank you.
Folks, we will also buy your car. We guarantee to pay more than anybody else for your car. Pre-owned cars, we've got them too. So come see us, Pettis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Supercenter.
Banking with people like you. UniTec Bank, we put you first in everything we do. Large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. We're your local hometown bank, your friends and neighbors too. Banking with people like you. UniTec Bank.
Life is just a collection of moments, both big and small. At FSCB, we understand the importance of embracing the little moments. That's why we have an account tailored just for you. Your little moments are just an FSCB account away.
A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services. We offer non-skilled nursing, in-home care, consumer direct, and adult day habilitation services. A1 Home Care will tailor the care plan to meet your needs. We serve 14 counties in southeast Missouri. We hire reliable and trustworthy individuals to perform the care you need and deserve. A1 Home Care has been voted Best of the Parkland for 3 years in a row. We are the heart of home care in the heartland.
Go Raiders!
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams Realty. Check out some of my listings. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give me a call, 760-6910, or check out my website at soldbydanielle.com.
Your hard work powers America. At First State Community Bank, we're here to help with ag loans built for farmers like you. With ag loans tailored to you, decisions stay right here. Local land, local farmers, local decisions. That's FSCB Ag Lending.
Hello and welcome to the postgame show, the UniTec postgame show. I'm Thaddeus K. We just watched the Potosi Trojans beat the North County Raiders 62-56. I've got a couple of stats here for you, and then we'll wrap it up. The leading scorer in the contest, 19 points, Peyton Rowe, shooting 6 for 18, 33%. Not exactly the prettiest percentage, but he does get the job done. No three-pointers for the Potosi Trojans in this game. Not a single one landed. Keenan Wilson, traditionally their best three-point shooter. He shoots 5 for 16 with 14 points. Ren Mapes and Lambing each scored 13. Ren Mapes shot 4 for 13 from the field. Thomas Lambing shot 5 for 8 from the field. Hogan picks up a point. Vinny Schrum picks up 2. And that'll round out your Trojan scoring. As far as the Raiders go, Mac Mahan led the way with 13 points. He shot a nice 60% from the field. Kyle Strawn ends up with 12. Had a big third quarter where he scored 10. He had 9 in the one quarter. Shot 4 for 11 on the night. Noah Aubuchon ends up with 11. Kind of a nice outing from him. He's not usually one of their guys, but with a couple injuries here recently, he ends up with 11 and a nice 4 for 7 from the field. Owen Hawkins and Will Weibel each with 7. Hawkins maybe shooting a little prettier, 40%, 2 for 5. Will Weibel trails them at 3 for 7. And Cole Mullins with 6 points, 2 for 4, shot 4 threes, made 2 of them. Missed a pair of free throws. But, you know, it's kind of shocking to me that the Trojans won without a single three-pointer being made. That's a big part of their identity. Ren Mapes and Kanan Wilson both being about 50% from beyond the arc, and for them to not hit a single one in the whole contest is kind of astounding to me. They pick up the win on the road, move them to 11-1. But as far as the post-game show goes, that's all I have. Thank you for choosing UniTec Digital Media as your place to watch your local high school sports, and I will see you next Thursday. Well, I won't see you next Thursday, but my co-host to be, Jaden Tennyson, will see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock in Bonne Terre, Missouri. Thank you and good night.